Yeah.
Weezy out here.
G. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign running on diesel, dog. Playing with my name, this lethal, dog. Who you see? What? Don Corleone.
What is up, Tigers? TSU Today is back. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're coming to you virtually today because, quarantine and all. So we're going to get into some announcements, events. We got a great show lined up for you guys. And we just want to keep you guys informed. So thanks for tuning in. First off, it is time for registration. Priority registration for summer 2020 and fall 2020 begins on April 15th. Now, this is not for regular students, but regular registration starts April 20th if you want to get an early head start. So head on over April 20th and make sure that you register for your classes. Also, summer classes will be online due to the coronavirus and quarantine matters. So make sure that if you are doing summer school, you are aware that it is online. Next, we have KTSU2's very own Ms. Tasha Pullard, who will be interviewing the election commissioner, Mr. Goodluck. There's a lot of stuff going on regarding TSU's climate on Twitter and when it comes to elections. So make sure that you send her any questions you may have for the election commissioner. And last but not least, we would like to send a big congratulations to Mr. Christopher Jones, who is our 19th Mr. Texas Southern University. Congratulations, Christopher. And Miss Janae Minga, who is our 73rd Miss Texas Southern University. Shout out to Janae. She was my old resident. So I'm very excited for both of you guys. I can't wait to see what your reign will bring to TSU. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Kanaya Burley, who was also our newest SGA president, and Miss Jayla Fields, who is our newest UPC president. So congratulations to all you guys. We're very happy for you over here at KTSU2, and we can't wait for the next semester to see what you guys have in store for us. All right, my name is Asia Tilford. That is announcements. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Janiyah Britton, my co-host for events.
Thank you so much, Asia. I really appreciate it. Once again, I am Janiyah Britton. We don't have many events because we are in quarantine and lockdown and all that good jazz. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple of resources. If you need food assistance, make sure you reach out to the Houston Food Bank. Their website is houstonfoodbank.org, so you can go ahead and search for a local food bank. You can also call their helpline at 832-369-9390. Once again, that's 832-369-9390. Eligible families can apply to receive meal boxes of 5 frozen lunches and 5 breakfasts to be delivered once a week to their home. You can also text food to 855-308-2282 to find the nearest food pantry as well. Advice tips for collecting resources. You can shop earlier in the day and also be open to alternative brands if your usual brand isn't available. I know me, I'm a little bit bougie when it comes to the food brands, but we are in a pandemic, so you have to be mindful of that. Not everything is going to be available. If you want to help, you can make a monetary donation. You can donate food and masks. You could also host a virtual food drive fundraiser as well and volunteer at a local food bank. That's all I have for events, or in this case, resources. Now, for all the go-getters and money makers, here's Charisma with Career Corner.
Thank you so much, Janiyah, for that. Hey, TSU Tigers, it's me, Charisma, back with Career Corner. Now, guess what, TSU Tigers? The Career Center is still open, so make sure that you connect with us via Zoom. All you have to do is go onto Handshake, and we'll be able to set you up with an appointment on resume reviews, mock interviews, job search strategies, career assessments, and everything that we did in the office we'll be able to do for you virtually. So all you have to do is set up an appointment on Handshake, and then we'll get to you on Zoom. Also for you, we have some upcoming events virtually, so all you have to do is be on the lookout on Handshake. But without further ado, we have some events on April 13th. Goldman Sachs will be hosting a virtual info session. On April 15th, guess what? Nike will also be doing an info session. And April 16th, we have Reynolds Reynolds and Reynolds that will have some opportunities for some TSU Tigers to get some employment. So make sure that you're on the lookout for that. That is all for Career Corner. Now I have some information for you for our care segment that I'll be doing for you today. Make sure that you guys are on the lookout for any federal aid that is available. Now, for if you are a former employee in the restaurant industry within the past 90 days, we have some relief fund that is available for you. All you have to do is go on to relief.org and you'll be able to find some aid right there. It's giving $500 for each person that applies, so make sure that you apply before everything crashes on the internet. But that's all I have for you. I'm gonna pass it over to my co-host Nahab of World Affairs.
As always, thank you, Charisma. In World Affairs today, according to Bloomberg.org, the threatening trend of colleges closing their doors since 2016 is at an all-time alarming level. The outcry amongst higher education leaders is hardly a surprise, according to article writer Brian Chapata. This threat is something that is mostly affecting smaller schools that rely on state funding, enrollment increases, and foundational funds. The question we're all going to ask ourselves, will our illustrious Texas Southern University soon be hit by this, depending on how long this COVID-19 virus continue? With the current coronavirus and classes being sent online, the question many higher education leaders and advisors are asking, along with the questions that many high school students are asking, will the specific school that they are looking at be opened next semester? Now, of course, for more information on this, you're just going to have to stay tuned in to all your news outlets and come back later on for more world affairs. Now, we're going to move it quickly into another segment, the quarantine experience. Now, I know what my quarantine experience is. I know where I'm at. I'm in Southwest Houston. I know how the area has been impacted and if we're under any specific restriction. But the question I have for my co-host, and I'm going to pass it on to Charisma first, is where are you currently hunkered down at? How are you being impacted? Are you under any specific type of restrictions? And how are you currently feeling with the vibe of the coronavirus? Charisma, any response?
Yes, thank you, Nahab. So I am stuck currently in 3rd Ward, not too far from Texas Southern University. My experience so far has actually been a meditating and a personal reflection type of experience, giving me time to reflect on what I have learned this school year, as well as to catch up on some homework. Now, I'm definitely taking advantage on getting some sleep and catching up on that before I have to get back into it for the upcoming school year. But definitely my people are back home in Cali are in the same restrictions as well, working from home. So we're all trying to just get through this together. Thank you, Nahab. I'm going to pass it over to my girl, Janaya. Tell us how your experience has been thus far, girl.
Thank you so much, Charisma. I've had 2 quarantine experiences. I left Houston a couple weeks ago, and I went to my hometown, Beeville, which is like 3 hours from Houston and an hour from Corpus Christi. So I was in South Texas. They haven't had any cases as far as the coronavirus. It's a small town, so it hasn't been as crazy as the big cities, but there's still pandemonium going on. The grocery stores are running a little bit thin because it's a small town. It's not as much buzz around there. But now I'm in Arlington, which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we are on lockdown. The grocery stores are even more hectic than you would see in a small town. And my mom actually went to a grocery store before we left in Houston, and she said that the Houston grocery stores are less crazier than the ones in Dallas. So that just goes to show no dine-in, no nothing. Personally, I haven't been outside. I've just been working on school and just trying to keep myself sane. So that's really what I've been going through. I haven't really been in amongst all the craziness, but I know it's there. So
yes, I'm so glad that everyone is safe and healthy and hunkered down and, taking the safety precautions that we all need to take. Right now, I am in Columbia, Missouri, my hometown, and as of now, we are dealing with 3,539 cases of COVID-19 and 77 deaths. So it's not as bad as the big cities, but it still can spike up at any moment. So right now we are on lockdown, essential runs only. And everyone's just making sure that they're wearing their masks, their gloves, much like myself. My mom has a weak immune system, so I have to go to the store for her usually when we have to make those runs. So I'm making sure that I'm wearing my mask, my gloves. I got my Germ-X. I got the Lysol in the car. Everything that can disinfect and make sure that germs are nowhere near me. But I hope that you guys as well, you tigers out there that are listening, I hope that you guys are also taking safety precautions and practicing social distancing. That is the most important part of all of this. We have to make sure that we're staying home and FaceTiming and doing things virtually instead of hanging out, gathering and drinking and partying, because right now is just not the time. So please be safe. Please social distance, wear a mask, wear gloves, drink tea with lemon, drink water with lemon, making sure that your immune system is strong. Look up those different type of foods that you can buy that will strengthen your immune system. Maybe do some yoga that will strengthen your immune system, and just making sure that you're as healthy as possible, because a lot of healthy people are also passing away from this virus. So yes, please do that. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another great day, another great episode of TSU Today, virtual edition. We hope to see you guys soon. Next week, we're going to be coming to you live. So make sure that you're tuned in here on KTSU2, The Voice.